Right now, your do now is in front of you. The front page of your packet, read over your learning target. It's also on the board, and answer the 5 questions. Your 5, actually, we're gonna have 3 minutes for today. Your 3 minutes starts now. You have 2 more minutes. I love that Carlos has put his full information on top of his packet, and Alicia has already done that set. Bless you. It would not be science if Angelica did not see you, so thank you. Daniel, I'll be there in a moment. It was just Ricky. Please read the reminder at the bottom with my favorite new emoji. If you are done early with your do now, don't just sit there. Go and take your agenda out and write down tonight's homework. So, Alessandra, looking at your agenda. Carlos has got a great start today. Thank you, Alexis, for also having your agenda out. I can tell that Rosie's finished. Her pencil's down. She's sitting facing forward, and her agenda's out on her desk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please hold up your agendas. If you have not written it down yet, this is the time to do so. Thank you. I've only had 1 class so far, so I should only see science written down. Perfect. Once I see your agenda, you may put it away. Excellent. Make sure water goes underneath your duster. Thank you. Good. Wonderful. Okay, this is time to catch up, so you're good to get your agenda. And then we'll come back one more time. Good. Pencil, can I use? Thank you. Make sure it's science is good. Perfect. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over our do now questions. Number 1, quantitative. Remember, quantitative is what kind of observation? This is the wrong cohort, but go ahead, Alexis, tell us.
An observation that includes information that a scientist can collect and measure in a study.
Very good. So it involves measuring and counting. Scholar snaps. So again, an observation that includes information that scientists can collect by measuring or counting. Excellent. Number 2, qualitative. Alondra, please tell us, what is a qualitative observation?
Statements that answer your original question.
So a statement that answers your original question. An observation is more like evidence. So what kind of description here? Is there a better choice that describes qualitative observations? Want to call our friends?
An observation that is factual description about an object, person, or event.
Excellent. Alondra, what is a qualitative observation?
An observation includes information that a scientist can collect and measure.
So, Bridget, can you repeat your answer one more time?
An observation that is factual description about an object, person, or event.
And Alondra, go ahead and tell us, what is a qualitative observation?
An observation that is a factual description about an object, person, and event.
Very good. I love how you were persistent on that one. Go ahead and draw your line to connect the definition. Scholar snaps for both Bridget and Alondra. And a claim, Daniel, what is a claim?
Statements that answer your original question.
Excellent. Scholar snaps. Adam, please tell us, what is evidence?
All of the scientific data and observations.
Absolutely. Scholar snaps. Let me hear it. Let me see it. And last one but not least, Alex, please tell us, what is reasoning?
All of the scientific data and observation that supports your claim.
So listen carefully. Adam just read the definition for evidence. So can you please connect that now? That definition is for evidence. What is our best choice for reasoning? Who can help us out? Carlos?
Explanation that connects your claim and evidence.
Very good. So Alex, what is your reasoning?
Explanation that connects your claim and evidence.
Okay, good. So make sure we connect those lines. Give yourself your score on top of your do now. And turn to the next page. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be working with our shoulder buddies at first today. One thing I'm going to read to you is what our learning target is for today, and then we'll move on. So today I'm gathering observations of different cell groups so that I can identify patterns and differences between cell samples. I will know that I'm successful when my team and me, so actually there's a typo there, complete our CRE poster. So you're going to be working first with partners, and we're going to be really digging into different types of cells. You may have had some experience before with cells, and that's great. Use your prior knowledge. But we're really going to be looking closely at some samples, and your goal is to identify what kind of cells are of the mystery cells. So just like yesterday with what's in the box, you had a mystery object. Today you're going to have 4 mystery samples, and you need to, by the end of class, decide, make your claim of what kind of cell each of those samples are. What questions do we have about today's goal? Yes?
Will you choose our team?
You'll be working with your partners and actually your table teams for today. You are a little bit different, so we'll talk about your team assignment later. All right, any other questions? Cool, so we're already on page 2 as it is right now. Can I have the volunteer please read our guiding question? What is our investigation question for today? Noah.
What type of cell is shown for each unknown sample?
Absolutely. So like I said, you're going to get pictures and you're going to have to decide what kind of cell is in this picture or diagram. Right now, with your shoulder buddy, you're going to do a think, pair, share. Can I have someone read the directions, please, for a think, pair, share? Alexis?
Answer the warm-up questions below by yourself, then partner up with your shoulder buddy to explain your answer. Use the table to record both your answer and your partners. Be prepared to share out in class discussion.
Excellent. Thank you so much for reading. So you're going to think first. You're going to put all of your information on the chart here, answering these questions. Then with your shoulder partner, you're going to be able to share with them and maybe complete your answer further. If you got stuck on part of it, share that information. Then you're going to justify at the bottom. Why would that be important? Why would I want to investigate in that way? Or what information do we already know? Why would I need to include that? Be ready to share out because I will be calling on 3 different pairs at the end of this time. What questions do we have about our think, pair, share? Nothing? So what are you going to do first? Let's just see everyone's hand up. What are we going to do first? Are you working with your partner first or by yourself? You're thinking first by yourself. You're answering these questions now by yourself. Can I have a volunteer read our first questions? Noah.
What information or data could you collect in order to investigate this question? How do you think you could gather this information or collect this data?
Good. So if I'm looking at cells and I'm comparing them, what do I need to look for? How could I do that? How could I go through and decide which cell is which type? Can I have a volunteer read the next question, the next column that you'll be answering? Kevin.
What do you already know about plant and animal cells that could help you to answer this?
Excellent. So use that prior knowledge. Just brain dump everything, put it on that paper. What do you already know? If it's not a lot already, great. Then that's why we're going to be learning this new information. Okay? You're going to get 2 minutes right now for the think part. You're thinking by yourself, answering these questions. If you and your shoulder buddy are both done before 2 minutes, you can start discussing at a whisper level. 2 minutes starts now. Go. Just by yourself. So you're answering the bullet point questions here, just by yourself. So again, these bullet point questions are what you're answering. You can do complete sentences right now. You can do bullet point answers. That's fine because you're going to share soon with your team or your partner. And actually, Daniel's going to share with you today for your partner. Okay, so for now, just answer the best you can. Now, you're just answering these questions in the box here. You can do complete sentences. That's fine. correct. Get something with this over. Just your packet for now. There is no right or wrong, ladies and gentlemen. So again, read the questions. How would I do this investigation? How would I determine what kind of cell I'm looking at? Well, what do I need to know? Or what do I already know about plant and animal cells? Just bring up all of those ideas, all of that prior knowledge onto this page right now. Again, there's no right or wrong. Okay, you're gonna have 2 minutes to share. So pair up with your partner. So before we share out as a class, with your shoulder buddy, you'll be a group of 3 for right now. You're gonna discuss your ideas. If you're feeling really stuck, ask questions. Or lean on your partner. Put those brains together. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes right now to partner up. Go. I should hear scholars talking about our questions, and writing down each other's answers.
What can help us to find out what cell we're looking at?
So what do you already know about plant animal cells? Anything you already know about.
Really?
And then nothing else, then you just need to say, like, I haven't learned anything yet. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know anything. But like, stuff that we
Okay, so then if I'm asking you to tell me the difference between 2 cells, what kind of tools do you think you need? Or what do you need to be able to look at?
Help the plant survive. That's what I know. Animal cells
So,
help them survive.
So you do.
I would collect the differences in the cells.
So put that on there. That could be something you look for. So you're like, okay, where does the plant in this cell that can help you determine which kind of cell it is? So you didn't just make that word up, right? No, you got it from prior knowledge. So I would put that on that column. Try your best to spell it. It's okay. No worries. Means, why is that important information? Why would this be important to know?
This is important information because without the information we can't answer our problems.
Have you learned about cells in another class? Because I'm hearing some other really good language of the discipline from other students. So has there been a time before, even like in elementary school, that you learned about cells?
Last year with my friend,
What parts do you remember talking about from cells?
body parts.
So with the human body, this year too, we also talked about photosynthesis and the parts of the plant too. So thinking back to that, if you can remember some of those terms. I know we talked about it really briefly, but just some of those parts. It's okay. It's all good.
Okay, yeah.
So thinking about like different parts, I know that another student said mitochondria is a part of a cell. Are there other parts? Maybe you don't know that term yet. That's okay. But are there other parts of a cell that maybe you remember? Like in photosynthesis?
The plant stem.
That's part of it. So zooming in, when we opened up the leaf, chloroplast, that's definitely a part. So I would put that into prior knowledge. Are there any other parts that you remember when we looked inside? Because that's like the bigger part, the stem. But when we zoom in, what other parts do you remember? Mm-hmm. About 20 more seconds to get all of those ideas on paper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, switch clap on 3. 1, 2, 3. I didn't even hear it. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. Much better. Thank you for having your eyes up here, mouths closed. So I've heard a lot of good conversation, and I'm starting to see us like warm up. I know it's early in the morning, but remembering different parts of the cell that you've learned in class, and we've also learned in this class, that's going to help you. And you might remember more of those when I give you your next resource. So please turn to the next page in your packet. You have the Venn diagram. What do we normally do with the Venn diagram? Someone explain to me. Bridget. Absolutely, Scholar Snaps. So it's the same, that's exactly what you're going to do right now. You have a Venn diagram for plant and animal cells. And I'm going to give you this worksheet. In one moment, you can sharpen your pencil. And so you're going to list all of the similarities in the middle that you see between these two pages of cells. But then you also need to list the differences that you notice for these different types of cells. Are there any questions on how we're using our Venn diagram? Yes, sir.
Where are we gonna get the pictures?
Excuse me?
Where are we gonna get the pictures?
Where would you get right here from me? Any other questions? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get 5 minutes for this activity. I want you to use all of your observation skills, and I really want you to get as many observations as you can onto your Venn diagram. Okay. Go for it. I'll come by and get extras in a moment.
Pencils are bigger.
You know, plant cells have like a pattern. They look more.
You share, you have to share with your partner. One for each.
You know, look at plant cells are like. I mean, animal cells are crazy.
So I heard some of you mentioning chloroplast or chlorophyll or mitochondria. Look where you see those organelles, those smaller structures inside the cells.
And then like, plant cells are organized. They look like breaks. What was it?
An animal cell looks like this is just one, but then if you look at another picture, this is just one of these. So this is like one animal cell, but when you look at them all together, they're all like they're squished
Yeah,
together.
but then they don't look organized. Like, look at they look all messy.
The pencils are.
They're not supposed
Yeah,
to
the
be
pencils are like they look. How do you mean organized or
Absolutely, it's your
something?
nucleus. Absolutely. Looking carefully so you can see the prints, and also looking really carefully, what do they not have in common? What separates them?
See, the animal cells leaves a little bit of space. Like it leaves
Teamwork
some
makes the
space.
dream work. I
Oh,
love
this
the scholar
is- they're all
conversations that I'm
together.
hearing, and you're
So
helping your
this-
partners. Both of you are completing your Venn diagram
my cells
completely.
look like,
Great support. Do they? I'm just asking so you can show your teams. Great. Very good. They're right in. So can you just go back to that prior knowledge to really help you know it's been a while since you tested that knowledge off. And then once you have enough of the similarities, those differences, it's going to help you when we're looking at our slides, right? See the differences
Help the organism live.
Oh, so everything that like details, we put them in the
It does though.
the whatever category.
Yes. So what?
Like,
so
what does this? The similarities go in the middle, and then the differences.
Yeah, but like we put them in each category they go in.
photosynthesis
Yeah.
in class, and we open up the leaf, all those parts inside. So we can hear that's exactly what they said. If there's something here on an animal cell that you don't see on a plant cell.
Do plant cells make their work?
Good question. Way to follow up. So let's double check.
what do you mean animal cells?
Plant cells have a wall.
So where would
cell
you?
wall.
So this is a cell wall. So where you would list that where? Okay. And this same membrane here. So then we look at the animal cell. Do you see that?
There's a cell membrane,
But you don't
but
see it.
there's no wall.
Chloroplast.
Okay. Record.
Would you prefer animals?
I prefer plants.
Ow. They both have a nucleus, which is like the center. Yeah.
You have about 2 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. Get as many observations as you can. Look at the pictures as well. We're not focusing just on the diagram, which is a good resource, but look at those pictures. How are they similar and how are they different? So let's look at these pictures. How are they different? So we compare these group of pictures that are animal cells to plant cells. What do you notice is a huge difference? Maybe we can even do this right now.
The cell wall. They have cell wall.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
Good. And I see that you already wrote that down in your Venn diagram. Awesome. And looking at like just the shape in the picture and what you see, how are they different?
They're like different sizes and like yeah.
What do you mean shaped differently?
Like this one's they're like bigger than this one.
Okay. And what about the shape though? Because that's a really good observation too. They both had. How is the shape different from like for these two pictures and looking over here?
It's like bricks.
It looks like bricks, kind of square-like. So I would definitely write that in. And then looking at the animal cells, we see more of what kind of shape typically, right? And we do see some of them are also circular over here too, but we don't see like this brick kind of pattern look over on the animal cells. So make sure you have that on your Venn diagram. Okay, pencil moving. Let's go. And so, bless you. Good job, team. Make sure that you're supporting one another and we're writing completely. So whatever your partner has, you also have too. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So right now, I'm going to call on 3 different groups so we can continue our think, pair, share. I wanted to give us our brains a little bit more time to warm up, but I'm seeing some really great work. So looking at your Venn diagrams and even considering your prior knowledge, what are some important observations that you've noticed so far? What are some important observations that you've made on your Venn diagram about plant and animal cells? Let's get Adam. Go ahead and please share something that you and your partner wrote down. Okay, so we see there's a nucleus in both. Excellent. Let's get one other group, please. Mix it up a little bit. Oh, I know already went. Adam again. Alexis, please tell us something that your team wrote down.
I don't know, necklace?
So nucleus, we have up here too, and that's okay. It's pronounced nucleus. What's the other observation you have written down?
Rib?
Ribosome?
Yeah.
And where did you see a ribosome on animal or plant cells, or both?
Both.
All right, let's get one more team to share out. Edgar, what's something your team noticed? Any observation from your Venn diagram?
So they both have a vaginal.
Awesome. Now we have some really good similarities. Scholars House for all of our participants. Scholars House for all of our participants, thank you. But what about differences? I'm going to give you 2 more minutes because I'm noticing that our differences side is not as complete as our similarities. Maybe because the space looks bigger. But I want you to really challenge yourself. And I see hands are up. Great. Make sure that your partners have what you've noticed already. I really want you to look at the pictures. You did a great job of breaking down the diagram. But let's look at the pictures now. How are they different? So working with your table team, compare the 2 pages. So for example, Carlos's team will have the plant cells open, and we'll have Alex's team with animal cells. So you can compare them side by side. What differences do you notice in our pictures? 2 more minutes, and make sure your Venn diagrams are complete and that your partners is too. Go. All right.
Like some of this one, this one, this one. Yeah, it's like the same.
Okay, it has a membrane.
Is this what happened?
But you can just
So there's like a, they both have a membrane, but there's an outer layer to the plant that makes it different.
Oh, the cells are, both of the cells are inside, like the
It
cells
does.
are like little bag, and inside those is a nucleus. This is so inside the cell.
These are like,
Isn't it?
these are our diagrams of a replica. There's no diagram of both here with a replica, but you're looking at these are actual
I don't know what this is.
of different cells. Very good. So it looks like really good. Okay.
So, wait, what did you write down? Kill a bunch in the middle.
Just put the cells, they both help the organism. Those cells are really close together. They both have nucleus. That's what I wrote. Animal cells are disorganized compared to the plant cells.
Okay. So I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to cover up the diagram ones. I want you to tell me, looking at the pictures, what do you notice that's different about their shape? So if I compare these 2 pages, how are the shapes different?
These are like rectangle, these are in a circle.
Okay, so we do see some circles on this side, but definitely only rectangular on plant cells. So I would put that on your diagram. So I'm just covering up right now, so we're focusing only on the pictures.
This is where the cells are in the leaf, right?
Mm-hmm. Because these are different plant cells.
Because it does have like.
Write it down, brick-like. Because when you get your unknown pictures in a moment, that might be something that helps you distinguish, is this a plant cell or an animal cell? What else do you see that's special? Like what's only about animal cells, or what do only plant cells have?
Wait, plant cells only have a cell wall.
Both of them.
Mm-hmm. Did you write that?
Oh yeah, I put cell wall.
Okay. So looking at like the structures, like even like the little like pieces, like how do you notice the organization is different?
They look like they're in a pattern. Because like these just look like out of place. They don't have like patterns like they do in like groups.
I would write that down. Describe that with your team. That's a really good observation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to stop us if we're in a really good place, so I'm going to ask you, is it 1 for 1, 2 for 2, or if this means 0, how many more minutes do we need to fill out our Venn diagram? So we're hearing some really good conversations. I need to see a vote from everyone though. So 1 for 1 minute, 2 for 2, or if this says 0 minutes, I'm ready. Okay, 1 more minute. 1 more minute to get those ideas down.
So animal cell has animal cell has lysosome.
Animal cells have nucleus everywhere, and plant cells only have one per cell.
Nucleus, what?
Yeah, nucleus. It's the black stuff. The black stuff. Like you can see it all over the animal. See how these have like a lot? Over here, there's just like one for each. And these only have one. Each are big, so nucleus.
What do you mean? Wait, what do you write? And the animal ones like.
More nucleus.
bad shape too, okay? You're gonna get a lot of like actual pictures though too. You get one diagram that is actual pictures. So looking at them, how could you tell it's yes, that's an animal, yes, it's a bear? That's what I want you to talk about right now. So when I give you your unknown slide, I'm going to be able to say, okay, we're gonna look for this, and then it's gonna mean it's a plant cell. We're gonna look for this, and that means it's an animal cell. What would you look for to say, yes, that's a plant? Okay, good. And if I give you pictures, what would you look for? That's what I want you to talk about. We have 1 more minute.
Why do these look more clean? Like, look, these look more clean.
The nucleus are outside of the cell.
Yes, this is an animal cell, and yes, this is a plant cell.
One cell only. One cell.
Hey, why do these look more cleaner? Like, they don't look all like.
Declan, did you write this more square shape down? Oh, no. So it's like great, so definitely include that. Right, so subtle.
Or it's just really zoomed out. I got this.
What about like the smaller pieces? What about the scientists?
And the animal cells also have
About each of these groups, and they will tell you the new ones.
this one, and it doesn't have it on the plant cell. So that could be something that we could.
30 more seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
They both have it.
Alright, so see this group is kind of in a good place. I want you to have
Wait, where's the lysosome?
Look, these are rectangles. Not all of them, but. And the
So
cells are
would
bigger.
that, but would that help you? So they both have the Golgi apparatus.
What are
But
these?
if they both have it, is that going to
These are
Go for it, tell me.
Look, none of these have nothing in the center. None of them. Look,
Sounds good.
cells.
Andrea, I'll come back with you in a moment. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, start again. Switch tap on 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so here is your job, but I need your attention. So our mouths are closed and our eyes are up here. I love the collaboration. I love your observations. And now we're going to put it to our next task. Turn to the next page in your packet. Can I have a volunteer please read the directions for your CER poster? Daniel, go for it. Everyone else follow along.
With your team, use your knowledge and observations to determine the identify of each unknown cell. As a team, you will create a CER poster that shows claim, evidence, and reasoning. Use the both success criteria, checklist, and sample poster below to help your poster. When you and your
Team are done.
are done, raise your hand for Ms. Maroe.
Excellent. Thank you, Daniel. So below, in a moment, below you're going to see this is a sample poster. You are going to make your larger version on our poster paper. So looking at the top, you have a guiding question, which was earlier in your packet. Noah read for us. You have your claim, your evidence, and your reasoning. Looking at the sample, just the sample right now, those are sentence starters that you could use, but you don't have to use. Okay? Looking at the sample, what questions do we have? Every group is going to get a poster piece of paper, our big post-it, so they do have the sticky on the back. Okay? Then looking at your criteria list, this is your checklist for your poster, your task list to go through. So your guiding question, did we write down today's guiding question? Your claim, did you identify what you think each of these 4 cells are? So in the bag, you're going to have 4 different cells, A, B, C, and D. You and your team need to decide, is it a plant cell or an animal cell? And then that is your claim. So in your claim section, I should see, we believe that cell A is a plant cell or our animal cell, either one. Questions on our claim section. Okay, so then how many claims should you have in that section?
2.
How many claims?
4.
You should have 4 total, 1 for each slide. Very good. Okay, evidence.
Oh my.
Looking at the evidence, we observe that. Where are you going to get your evidence from?
We are going.
Your
The pictures. So you're going to be observing the actual pictures that I'm giving you, but you're going to use all that brainstorming you had just now. You were looking for really good qualifiers. I heard a lot of teams saying, we're going to know this is a plant cell because it has this detail. So that's going to be your evidence. And your reasoning is we use this evidence because why? Because we saw in our earlier activity those differences, those characteristics. What questions do we have? Okay. These posters will be presented tomorrow in class, and we'll talk about all of those steps for tomorrow. Your goal is to finish your checklist, and at the end, you will get your exit ticket, no card. Daniel,
where are we gonna write down our plane?
on your poster.
Oh.
So the square box that you see here, how to organize your poster, this is what you're going to make on your poster paper. The checklist is just to make sure you have everything you need on your poster. Any other questions? Yes. Yes, you're working as a table team. All right. I will get markers for you in a moment. Please send one person to come to my desk to get your poster paper. Will be. There it is. So look at the sample poster on how to organize it and go through your checklist. But first, before you even make your poster, I should see you comparing your 4 cards and thinking, is this a plant cell or an animal cell?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I want. Hold on.
Oh, we can use these cards.
Okay.
This one's this one. This one's animal cell for sure. This is animal cell. This is plant cell. This is plant cell. Booyah! All right. Let's get this done. That's mine. Yeah, it's that here. Oh, look, it does look like this one. No, it's a plant cell. Oh, plant cell. What are these? What are those? I feel like this is an animal cell. It looks like this, but it kind of does, because it does and doesn't. Oh yeah. So,
Pretty across the G, you're ready to make your poster.
We believe that unknown A is a plant cell.
Remember any questions?
Oh,
When you have
what
your two
what
pieces
type of cell is
evidence
shown
for
for each unknown sample?
of your cells of why you think yes, this is a plant cell or yes, this is an animal cell, come see me for your markers. Right now, don't worry about the posters. Right now, focus on making your 4 claims.
This is animal. I haven't even got this one.
Plant. This is animal.
Wait. Plant. That's plant.
For each unknown sample. Yeah, this is
This and then the thing inside.
So the thing inside is called the.
Nucleus.
Very good. Great.
And it has its cell wall.
Awesome. Great. So we have 2 pieces of evidence for these. What is your 2 pieces of evidence for this sample?
This one right here, it has like almost the same shapes as this, and like it has like ones inside as one.
Excellent. Okay. So these seem like you were pretty confident in your choice. What about this last slide? Why did you say animal cell?
Well, it really does have the same figures as this one, and they are like really small. Well, not small. I mean, like they are like really separate each other, like these and these. Yeah, they're all bunched up.
So I'm hearing from you the shape and the structure, right? You're saying the shape is like, well, you're saying like the form of it? Okay, okay, and then you're saying the space of them. Looks like you have your evidence. Perfect. So now start making your poster. You have the sample here. Or this is mine. This is your packet. Your sample here. So your guiding question will go on top. And our guiding question again is, what type of cell is shown for each unknown sample? Then you're going to write your claim. Excuse me. You're going to write your claim. So we believe that cell or unknown A is a plant cell. We believe that unknown B is a plant cell, and so forth. Then you put your evidence.
But can we do it first with the pencil?
Oh, absolutely, great idea.
Oh, yeah, and are we doing it like this or like that?
So I would, if I were you, looking at the poster paper, I would go this way. So your guiding question goes this way and claim, but if you want to go the other way, that's your call. Okay? Come get your markers, someone from your team.
So let's see what everybody thinks in terms of
So
plant.
I'll come to you with the mic,
Right? So you have to pass them around so you can look at them carefully.
Wait, that's like not like that's so bad. Yeah. Oh god.
Harry. I'm just kidding.
There, that's bad. Like, I know.
It's okay, leave it. It doesn't have to.
You know, even the line might be we don't know.
So these two you think are plants. Yeah. So what's your evidence? What are you gonna use specifically to verify that?
Because these cells, like they look alike.
So this looks like these have cell walls.
Yeah, this unknown C looks like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 10 minutes left.
They look alike, but this one has like more lighter, but it looks alike because it
Are
has
working
the same
confidently and are ready to go to
texture.
make their posters. If you do not have your 2 pieces of evidence for each unknown, focus on getting at least 2 slides done today. So at least 2 of your cells, identify them. But if you're ready to go for all 4, go and start making your poster with all 4 cells.
So you just said that it looks like which
What are
picture?
our pieces of evidence? So we
This one
think
looks like-
this one's animal.
This one. Okay. So now let's see if we can make that more
Okay.
specific.
And we have 2 pieces for each evidence for each one. Awesome.
How can we describe that very specifically? What is similar between these two?
Evidence, and then why was that evidence important? Why did you?
Both are circles.
You did.
Okay, so they both have a circular shape.
You want them all to say.
They both have dots inside the circle.
Okay, and what do you think those dots could be?
The cell wall or the nucleus.
Based on this, which one are the dots?
I like hamburgers. The nucleus.
The dots look like it's the nucleus.
And the cell wall is the thing that's covering the dots inside.
Okay. Is it covering it? Or what is the cell wall doing there?
It's just around the nucleus.
Okay, so it's around the outside? Where's your Venn diagram?
Right now, I
Pencil is a picture.
That's an animal cell.
so
So what do I write down?
You believe unknown picture A is the animal cell. We believe this because
use this because basically you're going to answer those three sections and use the boxes. On the back though, that's where I would put your guiding question.
I wish so.
I need to get over there so I can write.
I'm going to get a little
Write with your left hand.
I can't write with my left.
I'm writing with my left hand.
I forgot to write the shapes.
So in general, what do you notice about the shapes of these guys versus these guys?
These look more like this one looks bigger than this one. They both have round the round. They both have circular texture, but these are like bigger than these because these are smaller inside the plant and they're bigger inside the animal.
Okay, so you're saying you think in general if it's a smaller size, it might be a plant?
I'm break an iPhone.
What did you say?
I'm gonna break an iPhone.
I'm gonna get breaking an iPhone. What does that have to do with our plant and animal cells? What do you guys think?
No, I like this one.
These have way more. I cut it in.
Oh, it looks like they have more of the nucleus labeled in the diagrams. Okay. Alright. So do you guys agree that you think this one best matches over here? Or do you think it matches better over here?
Eyes on me in one. Really quick, just a quick pause.
Yes?
Quick pause. Quick pause. Thank you. We have 5 minutes left in class, and I don't want you to rush your really well quality work. So what I'm going to tell you right now is at least get 2 of your claims on your poster with your evidence, and we'll have some time at the start of class tomorrow to finish your posters. So I'm seeing a lot of great work. Every team I've checked in with has their evidence, but if you don't finish your poster, we will have time at the start of class. Okay, 5 more minutes. I'm bringing glue around right now. Okay?
That's all.
This is an animal cell, right? Or is it a plant?
Pattern.
That's plant.
That's an animal.
No.
Yes.
Look at how organized it looks. Because
Where's
there's no
dude?
gaps in between.
Look how many there is.
Yeah, but still, it can still
An
be a
animal?
plant cell.
It's an animal cell.
Okay. It's an animal cell because this one doesn't look anything. It looks like that.
That's what I'm saying. An animal cell.
Alright. Cell wall kind of like a squarish.
Pattern, observe that unknown A A and B have the
cellular wall.
The cell wall
Cell
that
wall.
makes them look like blocky and not round like the.
Well, this is just.
That's an animal.
but don't they have the same walls?
No, because this is a plant. It's an animal.
An animal has a cell membrane, no cell wall.
There's species.
And for our animal evidence,
There's no other evidence for plants, which is for unknown being.
It has a cell membrane and then it has a cell wall. Just
unknown B.
Has all of
it has all of the plant. It has
all of the cell combinations in them to create the picture, the cell.
It has the same like how a plant cell will look like.
Yeah,
Like the plant.
yeah,
It has
cells have
this.
the
It
lines-
has this.
It has all the lines where they go to show what they are.
So it has all the
Combinations.
all the
Of
cell
cells.
combination.
In it to make a plant cell.
To make a plant cell.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Okay, now the last one is C, unknown C for animal. Which is we observe that unknown C is
Unknown.
See?
is
Oh,
an
yeah.
animal cell.
Where's C?
I have it right here.
Unknown C
Has no. Has
is a
no.
plant is an animal cell because
Because it has no cell walls.
it doesn't have like clear cell walls
And it has.
that makes them like a little bit more bumpy.
Doesn't have cell walls. And what it makes it different from a plant cell is that it has cell membrane.
Yeah, and it doesn't have it so they can like be more separated like on this one to stay in place. Those plant cells have the cell walls to keep them in place, but that one doesn't.
It makes it different because it has a cell. It has
Membrane.
cell membranes on it. That's one type. Then we need one more.
Okay, for reasoning? No.
This is looking really good, and I'm actually gonna have you pause it this time. If there's one of the pictures or any of the pictures you want to glue down for sure, go ahead and go for it.
All of them?
If you know where you want them to go, but we will have time at the start of class to get the rest of your work on here. So if you're ready to put everything away, you can, or you can glue them on. No, you just glue them on the way they are, because we're gonna get the scissors out. Okay? This is your exit ticket for today. Your question is at the bottom of the packet.
That's why I said I wanted to cut them because they can like.
Yeah, but there's also plants, so we can go over here.
Where's the other part?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I've given you your note card for today's exit ticket. Please make sure to put your name and cohort on your card. You also need to make sure that your name is on your poster. Please send one person up to me right now. Please listen. Thank you. I'm going to give you a paper clip, and I need you to paper clip your worksheets. So the samples, the examples that you had, your plant animal cells, your little bag of pictures, if you still have it, and paperclip them to your poster. So please send one person now to come bring up or get a paperclip. Send someone else to return your materials. One person from each group, come on up. I'll get your paperclip. Thank you. God, you ruined everything now.
We have to put a sleeve in there.
I was joking, by the way, when I said that. In order to be dismissed, I need to see your exit ticket and all of your resources cleaned up.
What was our exit ticket? What was our exit ticket?
Oh, we didn't get the flashcards.
It's at the bottom of your packet. So leave it on your table. I see your poster. So I should see your poster, paper clipped with your worksheets and your bag on your table, and then I'll take your exit ticket right here.